Hey guys, well, let's see. Oh no, sorry, Freddy doesn't. No, he doesn't. Agreed, Amy. Okay, that was quite exciting.
Hello, animators! Welcome to the beginning of a new series where I cover all the intricacies of animating in 3D. The aim of this tutorial series is to provide beginner animators with the fundamentals of animating in 3D space, all while explaining it through Source Filmmaker. SFM is a great starting software for animators as it comes with a variety of free assets for you to use. Do keep in mind that some of the techniques that you may have learned here may not translate 100% to other animation software such as Blender or Maya. I'm going to run you through the Graph Editor, a universal tool that most 3D animation programs have. I'll also cover the Motion Editor and Clip Editor in later tutorials. The Graph Editor can be explained as a timeline that your keyframes can be directly manipulated on. Each keyframe comes with handles on each side that can change size, rotation, and break. To demonstrate what I mean, let's open SFM.
Okay.
Create a new session and open up a map of your choice. Create an animation set for a simple prop model, such as a ball. At the left section of the timeline, there are 3 buttons. One is the Clip Editor, another is the Motion Editor, and the last one is the Graph Editor. Make sure to click on the Graph Editor. Currently there is nothing on it, so we'll need to select the animation set. Selecting the full set will show all the bones' positions and rotation channels. Only selecting one bone will show the channels for it alone. Clicking on individual channels in the Graph Editor will show only the curves for that channel. To make a keyframe, press M. Moving a bone in the viewport will automatically create a keyframe, but make sure to only select one bone to move at a time, as selecting multiple will move them relative to their parent's bones, screwing up your animation set's skeleton. By holding Alt plus mouse 3, you can pan the timeline around. Holding Shift plus Alt plus mouse 2, you can scale the timeline's height and width. When selecting the handle and holding the middle mouse button, you can directly rotate the handle. Currently, these keyframes use non-weighted tangents, which are limited as you can't change the length of the handles. By pressing 7 on your keyboard, or this button here, the selected keyframes will now have dots on the ends of the handles. These can be stretched and shortened to your heart's content, making them super useful for easing in and out of motions. Linear tangents can be turned on by pressing 1. They do what they say and straighten the interpolation with 0 easing. They work best with animating machines and robots. Flat tangents can be turned on by pressing 2. They are all about easing, but are best used sparingly. Spline tangents can be turned on by pressing 3. With only 2 keyframes, it may produce a linear result, but introducing more keyframes reveals spline tangents to automatically rotate the handles based on the past and future keyframes' positions on the timeline. They are great, but can create unintended overextending of curves, and can create clipping issues where there were none before, so they require manual adjustment to perfect your animation. Stepped tangents can be turned on by pressing 4. They cause your animation to look choppy, and are good for replicating a stop-motion look. They are also great for planning keyframes in the blocking stage of animating. Tangents can sometimes break in two. You can fix this by pressing 5 to unify tangents. You can break them manually by holding Ctrl plus mouse 3. This is handy when creating bouncing animations for a ball. You can unify tangent lengths by pressing 6. It's great if one side is way longer than the other and it's affecting your curves in a bad way. As explained before, weighted tangents allow you to manipulate tangent lengths as much as you want, whereas non-weighted tangents are automatic and you can only control the tangent rotation.
Just fine.
To animate a bouncing ball, I create keyframes on the position Z channel and split the handles for keyframes. Each bounce goes down a similar percentage from the last one until it's small enough to stop. By selecting all the keyframes in a particular channel and holding mouse 3, you can move them up and down or around the timeline. You can animate the ball bouncing along a trajectory by creating 2 keyframes along the X or Y position channels. You can add a rotation to the ball by adding 2 keyframes on one of the 3 rotation channels. Maybe you've realised your animation is too slow or too fast. To fix your animation speed, you can select all the keyframes you want and hold Ctrl plus mouse 2. This will scale your animation in whichever way you want. The more contracted it is, the faster it will go, while it will be slower the more spread out it is. Now, I know you all want to get onto making characters move, but for now, I suggest you try out some simpler objects to experiment with the animation curves. The next video will be all about blocking characters. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. I'd love to give a special shout out to my paid Patreons, El Rodrigo, Thirsty Sailor, and Brandon, Duke of Gumby. Thank you for supporting me in the creation of my videos.
Well, you're welcome. Those videos were pretty good, Splits. Would you agree? Yes, I would agree.